All right, welcome. Excuse me.
All
So,
right.
oops, every goddamn time I forget to mute myself. Uh, just getting comfortable here. So, Sunday's upon us. It's June 5th. Oops, that's not right. Sunday, 5th of June. That was the wrong. We got the wrong title in there. So, the market have opened up. It's about 2 hours since the market opened. Uh, it's 11 o'clock at night where I am. So I just wanted to go through the market real quick, do my evening analysis for the week. And yeah. So obviously last week or this Friday we had some big news coming out, which came out on Friday, uh, and we got this big looking um, for this bullish momentum here on the euro and other pairs regarding the dollar. So these were dollar news. If we check out the 4 hour, we are currently inside this structure area right here. I talked about you if you're watching the recording of this, um, welcome as well. I talked about this Friday. If you caught that video, uh, let me just. I wanna start cleaning things up here a bit. Even I am getting pretty frustrated about all these lines here. So I want to clean something up. We can combine these two here. Get rid of this box, like so. All right. So on Friday we got this big bullish movement out of the news, which let's take a look at the news, which were the non-farms and the unemployment rate, and had an impact on the market. Now, yesterday or on Saturday, FOMC member Meester spoke, and on the Canadian side, Mr. Paulos or Miss, I don't really know, spoke. So on the Canadian, let's check out the dollar CAD. See, the market opened up, didn't really have an impact, not that much. We did have an impact on the pound, which opened well below the close here, as you can see. Now, generally, we would work our way up to close the gap. I'm not seeing that happening right now, or where we stand right now. But like I said, normally we would close this gap here before regaining our normal market conditions. We'll see what happens here on the pound. There were some other pairs. The pound yen opened as well, just below. Open there, one more. Nope. Other pairs basically opened where they closed, so let's check it out. So currently on the euro dollar, if we take a look at the 4-hour, we are inside this structure area here. We have the RSI extremely overbought. On the 1-hour, we have this kind of wedgy looking pattern here. It's not great, but and we are starting to trade a little lower. Now, my main concern about the opening is, and next week is, obviously we had this big move here. We are currently on most pairs regarding the dollar. We are currently at structure points and structure areas. We are extremely overbought on most, or oversold on most pairs. So there is a trading opportunity basically on every pair. My fear is taking too many trades, right? Obviously, I could short this right now. I could short more pairs, and I could buy more pairs related to the dollar. But if I do that, I am basically putting all my eggs in the same basket, right? And I do not want to do that, right? If we take a look at the dollar right here, so we remove these lines here. We did close above these highs right here. So, I mean, most likely we are gonna get some type of a pullback here on most these pairs. But like I said, my fear is the market pulling back, not hitting targets, and then shooting up again. And if I'm short or long every pair, that could be devastating to my portfolio, and I don't really want to do that. So I won't be taking. I want to see how the markets react to the uh, these news here, and how basically how the market is gonna move now that we've started a new trading week. But like I said, obviously we are gonna get some. We are gonna pull back most likely on most of these pairs. I did have a trading setup here on this New Zealand dollar, US dollar, where we got the double top, we got the the divergence, and yeah, we did open just below. So I was kind of hoping that we would come back up, then go down, but in this case, I want to see something like this happen, right? If the market drops, pullbacks, I could find some good place for my stops and shoot for targets down in here. just want to check out the 4-hour just a bit. As you can see right here, an obvious point of structure. An obvious point of structure right here. I'm gonna set a line here, right here, and I want to place my stops above these highs right here, or this line right here, which are representing the highs on the 4-hour. So this is basically, I would want to get involved in this trade as soon as possible. So hopefully the market is not gonna just plummet down. Hopefully we are gonna get a little push to the upside. I want to see something more here, enable for me to take the trade. I would like to see the market basically come up into the level right here again and give me like a pin bar, giving me the third touch, the kiss of death, if you're familiar with that term, which I could shoot for targets down in here, placing my stops about 15 pips above this yellow orangey line, so let's say 30 pips, somewhere around here. But I also noticed the 70 even right here, so I would place my stops above the 70, giving me almost a 2-to-1 ratio here. Right, so I'm just showing you this, guys, here first before I take a look at the rest of the portfolio. Just because this is the trade, this is the pair that I want to get involved with the most. Even though the euro and the New Zealand dollar and the euro dollar are pretty correlated, as we demonstrated in the last video. If you haven't seen that, go to my YouTube channel, take a look at that. It's where I show you guys how I made 100 pips from the news, which happened right here. And yeah, but like I said, if technically I could short every pair, there is opportunity everywhere right now, and this could end up being a very profitable week. But on the other hand, I don't want to set all my eggs into the same basket, meaning that I don't want to, the pairs that are correlating, I don't want to be short or long on every pair. Right? You get me? And I would love to hear from you guys. So feel free to send a chat to or a message to the chat box if you have an opinion, or if you want to say something, or if you want to introduce yourself, or whatever. Feel free to do that. But like I said, we are due for a pullback on most of these pairs, and this is obviously a counter trend move here. But I'm really hoping that we will get an opportunity to get involved in these trades here. I don't want to see the market just plummet down here And yeah, but on the other hand, I am not gonna be entering just willy-nilly just because. So having a reason is pretty important, right? So that's it for the New Zealand. Basically, it's the same story on most of these pairs here. The euro dollar, same thing. We are at in this structure area. We are extremely overbought. We are getting. You can maybe see it better on the 15 here. This wedgy looking pattern here. Not that much though. It's not. It's not that obvious here. Nah, well, I wouldn't call it a wedge per se. I mean, but yeah. And like I said, we are due for a pullback of some sort. But JD Zim, I didn't quite catch that. Thanks for the follow, dude. Thank you for the follow. And feel free to comment. But yeah, that's what's happening here on the euro as well. Um, for targets, I mean, I would actually feel comfortable taking targets down in here, I think. Maybe here. Let's see if how the Fibonacci. Yeah, you can see right here at 38, lining up with this structure area right here. The 618 lining up with this structure area right here. So we could shoot for targets at the 38 and the 618 here. But I would on the euro case on the case of the euro dollar, I would want to see like a obvious double top here. Just because we've broken through this structure right here, this structure area right here. We have a higher high, higher close here, so we can't really set our stops above these highs. In this case, it would have to go above these highs right here. So a double top here would give us an area to place our stops. Right. So for now, I'm going to be playing the waiting game, just to see how the market's going to react. And you know what the hell is happening here? Did we take a look at the news? Yeah, we forgot to complete the tomorrow, today. So on the not much. This is not a news event, so what the hell is happening on the pound dollar? Let me see if the euro dollar is gonna follow along. Let me see the correlation here: euro dollar, Pound. Where's the pound? Pound dollar, moderate to positive correlation. So we might expect the euro might follow this move here. But like I said, we were due for a pullback here on most of these pairs. So let's see what's happening out there. Dollar yen, same thing. I mean, we have this wedgy looking thing here. It's all pretty similar. Broken through this wedgy looking pattern, and I mean, expecting this isn't far-fetched. That isn't far-fetched at all. We have the divergence here as well. So pound yen open below, giving us a downwards move right here. So the pound is dropping. Pound is dropping. Euro yen. If the market pushes up to this level here once more, that would be an interesting sell on the euro yen. Nothing here right now though. New Zealand dollar, like I said, this is the guy I want to get involved with. Dollar CAD, similar thing happening there. You can see we did get this big downwards move of the news. Stopping here at structure, breaking all these points as we went down. Now, same thing. Wouldn't be shocked if the market's gonna push up even until here. Obviously, the first is right here, and as you can see, the market did push up here. Did get a little battle here. So this area right here would be the first to look for, but right here, maybe zoom back to see it a little better. Yep, right in here. This would be like an optimal point to continue downwards, short this market right here. We're gonna have to wait and see. I don't really feel comfortable doing anything right now. This is one of my drawings. I did not get involved there. We did break here. High, close. Go back to right here and continuation to the upside. Or sell line right here. This is gonna be if the market keeps dropping. This is the point I'm interested in. An obvious point, as you can see. Continuously struggling around this line here. Boom, boom, boom. And I say around the line, I would draw in like an area here, a box, but around this line here. Aussie dollar, same thing. As predicted, the market is giving us the pullback. It would be really annoying if the market would just drop and I would hit all these targets and not be involved in any of them. That would kind of suck. But there's another day. We just came off an extremely good week. We're up 708 pips this year. We have 132 trades, 76 winners, 62 winners, 70 losers. We're still up 708 pips, so it's not always about the win percentage. Not always about the win percentage. But yeah, mainly for now, it's just gonna be a waiting game. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and check out what has happened, and hopefully get some trades in there. I think I'll be streaming tomorrow morning as well. So if you're watching the recording of this, make sure you watch tomorrow morning at 11-ish London time. 11-ish London time. And we'll see what has happened over the course of the night, over the course of the Asian session, if the market's going to give us some entries tomorrow. But please give me a follow here on the Twitch stream. You can click the follow button, and you can get like a button when you hit the follow, and you can get notification when I go live. And of course I'm posting it on Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and all these places. And hopefully we're gonna start like having some kind of a community here live. It's been pretty lonely up until this point, but I'm gonna keep streaming, and hopefully my content will speak for itself, and we're gonna get more traders inside this room. But this has been a short stream, about 40 minutes. Obviously, if we get this community going, we're gonna have some more discussion. We're gonna have longer sessions. It's kind of hard just being here talking to myself and not trading per se, because obviously I'm mostly a swing trader, but if you guys want to, I can cover the day trading aspect as well. That is no problem, and even throw in a day trade here or there. But for now, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow morning at 11 London time. And yeah, I'll see you.